I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space.
What were they up there, 10 minutes?
They're all dealing with the ongoing mockery coming from the general public. At this point right now, she fully regrets even doing the Blue Origin space flight.
Katy Perry has vanished. No concerts, no posts, and now, footage of her fleeing on a private jet, hoodie up, sunglasses on. This isn't a vacation. It looks like an escape. Insiders say her team is scrambling after a massive PR disaster. It all started with her Blue Origin spaceflight. She went to space with TV hosts and rich people. The trip lasted just 11 minutes, was supposed to make her look good. Instead, it created a wave of jokes and hate that keeps growing every day. People got mad right away. Perry and the other space travelers cried when they landed. They talked about how the trip changed them forever, how they found deep meaning while floating for a few minutes. But most people online thought differently. They saw rich people playing around while regular folks struggled with real problems. The internet turned her emotional speeches about love and connection into memes and jokes. The backlash hit her tour next. At first, it was just one show canceled. The reason given was schedule changes. Fans were upset but understood. Then another show vanished from the calendar. And another. Within days, her entire tour was gone. Ticket holders got emails about refunds, but no real explanation. Sorry, no new dates, just money back in their accounts. While angry fans asked why online, behind the scenes it was even worse. The people who run concerts and venues were breaking contracts. They started pulling out one by one, then in groups. They called her a sinking ship and wanted nothing to do with her anymore. Concert staff who had been hired found themselves suddenly without jobs. Venues that had blocked off dates for her shows scrambled to find replacements. Her management team tried to fix things but made everything worse. They held emergency meetings day and night. They called in PR experts and image consultants. Nothing worked. News leaked that Perry planned to make a new song about space to fight back against critics. Music experts called this tone-deaf and out of touch. Every move her team made seemed to drive more fans away. Social media turned against her completely. Videos mocking her space trip went viral. People edited clips of her emotional speeches next to footage of world problems. They asked how someone could think floating for 11 minutes was life-changing when others couldn't pay rent. The space flight that was meant to boost her image became her biggest mistake. Then came her escape. Hours after the last shows were canceled, she was seen getting on a private jet. There was no press release about taking time off, no announcement about a planned break. She had no team around her, no staff carrying her bags, no security keeping fans away. The famous singer who once filled huge stadiums was now sneaking away alone, looking over her shoulder. People who saw her said she looked nothing like a star. Her hair was hidden under a hoodie, her eyes covered by huge sunglasses. She clutched her own bags tightly and rushed across the tarmac. She went straight to a private area where the plane was already running, skipping all the VIP areas where celebrities usually wait. The big surprise came next. She didn't just go to another city in America. Reports say she left the country.
She, her entire team, including her manager, they are in damage control mode right now.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Right when news about her canceled tour was exploding online, the timing looked planned. It seemed like she knew trouble was coming and decided to vanish before it got too bad. Her flight records were quickly hidden from public view. Airport staff were told not to talk about where she went, but leaked information points to a secret place not even her close friends know about. Some say she flew to a private island, others think she's hiding at a remote retreat center. The truth is, no one knows for sure where Katy Perry is right now. Left Behind fans are now furious. Tags like "Katy, where are you?" and "Space Escape" are trending all over the internet. Ticket holders share stories of wasted money and ruined plans. Some spent their savings on good seats. Others booked flights and hotels they can't get refunded. Teenage fans who begged parents for tickets now face disappointment. Adults who arranged time off work feel cheated. One fan from Chicago posted that she spent over $3,000 on tickets, travel, and a hotel room. "I've been saving for months to see her," she wrote. "Now I'm out all that money and didn't even get an explanation." Another from Florida had planned to propose to his girlfriend at the concert. The ring was bought the moment planned. Now their special day is ruined. Money problems are piling up for Perry, too. Many brands connected to her tour have frozen their partnerships. Makeup lines, clothing deals, and perfume contracts are all on hold.
Like, if so many people are saying it was just a joyride, baby girl, it was just a joyride. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
And it was a journey, and it was a supernatural one. And my journey has always been about love and belonging. And I think that we have all felt that sometimes we weren't worthy or we didn't belong in certain ways, no matter all the accolades, no matter all the studying, no matter anything. And I think today we all said it, like, we belong here. Mm-hmm. This is where we belong, and we feel very sure of that. So
you belonged so much that you were there for 11 minutes. Come on, baby girl.
One insider called it a complete freeze as marketing teams try to figure out how bad things might get. At least one major fashion deal has ended in secret. The company doesn't want to be linked to her name anymore. Other sponsors are getting nervous, too. They're watching social media numbers closely. If the hate continues, more deals will end. Some are already looking for new celebrities to replace her in upcoming campaigns. The space flight that was supposed to boost her brand might end up costing her millions in lost deals. Music industry people now say Perry might be doing what they call a planned retreat. This means staying out of public view until things calm down. No tours, no interviews, no appearances, just complete silence until people forget why they were mad. This strategy has worked for some stars in the past. Hide away, wait for the storm to pass, then make a comeback with a big announcement or new project.
Person does in their entire lifetime. People are crying. People are, going crazy. When in reality, all they're doing is just going out and doing a whole bunch of nothing. Rest of the world's impoverished. Rest of the world needs help. And, Katy Perry's up there playing with dandelions and flowers like she's, a third grader on the playground.
This has made some people think she knew the backlash would happen all along. Some believe the space flight wasn't about feeling empowered, but about creating a way to leave the music business. They point to hints in her last few interviews where she talked about wanting a different life. Was the space trip just an excuse to step away from fame? Did she plan to use the backlash as cover for a bigger life change? Things might get even worse soon. Rumors say South Park creators have their eyes on Perry's space disaster. People in the animation world say Trey Parker and Matt Stone are drawing up plans for an episode about the whole mess. The show is known for its brutal takedowns of celebrities. They don't hold back and don't worry about hurting feelings. The planned episode will use Perry's Blue Origin mistake to make fun of celebrity culture. It will mock stars who try to make simple things seem deep and meaningful. It will laugh at rich people who spend millions on short trips while claiming to care about world problems. For a singer already in trouble, this kind of public roasting could be the final blow to her image. One production insider says the episode will be ruthless and hit every weak spot in Perry's space story, from her tears over a short flight to her talks about finding universal love while floating for a few minutes. South Park has ended careers before with their harsh comedy. Their episodes stick in people's minds for years. If they turn Perry's space trip into a joke, that might be how people remember her from now on. Behind closed doors, Perry's team is in full panic mode. They're having emergency meetings around the clock. Some team members haven't slept in days. They're looking at every possible way to fix her image.
Already, both Katy Perry and her entire team, including her manager, are now officially in the works of creating a new single that will focus on her space flight with Blue Origin and a song that will focus on space in general. Now, the song is best described to be Perry's way of owning the backlash and using this as a way to...
These plans include focusing on charity work, setting up events with kids in need, making donations to good causes, working with environmental groups, anything to make people forget about the space trip and remember why they liked her before. They've also reached out to friendly TV hosts and magazines, trying to set up interviews where she can explain her side of the story, but so far, no one is biting. The outlets that once fought for exclusive Perry content now worry about backlash from their own audiences. Her team has even looked into hiring new PR firms that specialize in crisis management, the kind that help politicians and business leaders after big scandals. Despite all this work, one source simply said she's broken by this. The star, known for her confidence and big personality, is now hiding from the world. The source says she cries often and questions every career choice she's made. She feels betrayed by her team for not warning her about how the space trip might look to regular people. This story isn't just about one famous person's PR nightmare, it's a warning about what happens when stars lose touch with their fans. When they spend too much time with other rich and famous people, they start to see the world differently. What seems amazing to them can look silly or even offensive to everyone else. For Perry, the trip that was supposed to start a new phase in her career might instead be remembered as the moment everything fell apart. The day she went from beloved pop star to punchline. The flight was meant to take her higher than ever before. Instead, it sent her career crashing down to earth. Can she recover? Some experts say yes. Other stars have bounced back from big mistakes, but it will take time, a real apology, and a return to what made fans love her in the first place. Great music that connects with people's real lives, not space trips that most could never afford. For now, though, Katy Perry remains missing. Her social media stays silent, her music off the charts, and her fans left wondering if they'll ever see the star they once loved perform again. Or if her 11 minutes in space cost her everything she spent years building on Earth. What do you think? Will Katy Perry make a comeback, or is her career over after this space disaster? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this story interesting, hit the like button and subscribe for more celebrity news. Thanks for watching.